Oh, hello there, Roland Walker. Happy holiday, but it's a holy one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Today is Good Friday, and I want to say we thank God for the lives that we have. And we do know some great efforts are being put in by everybody else to make sure that we're able to nip this in the bud.
Yeah.
I wanted to do some dedication, but...
Oh, please do.
Sally for Combat, Boku Presbyterian Hospital, boss of Primary Healthcare Pharmacy. Good morning to you and the rest of your family. Happy Good Friday. Also to you, Elo Mashabo. You're a teacher with the Vakpo Secondary School. I wish you all the best for this Easter holiday season. And then Nana Bryant, you live in the Central Regional Capital of Cape Coast. A good one to you as well, and the rest of the family. I will try after the lockdown to pay you a visit. And Mama Vida will be all.
Area.
Maybe.
All right. Let's do the online review because we don't have any newspapers in the studio today. So we'll start with myjawline.com. That's our news portal. So let's check out what's making news. Obviously, conversations from the president's address last night. So if you missed it, here's how My Joy Online reported the story. Lockdown in Accra and Kumasi extended by 7 more days as coronavirus cases increased to 378. Now, here's the thing. If you go to the page where we get the updates in terms of the Ghana Health Service page, you will not find this figure, except that the president mentioned it last night. So that's the headline there on myjawline.com. And if you want to listen to the president, you can do a playback. Akufo-Addo extends lockdown in Accra and Kumasi by 7 more days. Akufo-Addo announces 3 months free electricity amid coronavirus. Now, here's the trick. It's not as blanket as it sounds. It's actually for very poor persons. It's going to be absolutely free, but for others, it's a slash, so 50% slash in that. But government is absorbing electricity bills for the poor. And then for other persons who are not in the poor category, you get a slash of 50%. 1 of 2 runaway COVID patients found. CMB market shut down indefinitely after traders failed to adhere to social distancing. If you go to the other side of the page, Ghanaian boy with special needs killed by van in the US. Now, this is absolutely sad because the mother of this boy said she was taking her bath. He was supposed to be on his tablets, either in the garage or in one of the rooms in the house. After taking the bath, she only realized, she couldn't find her son. So tried to look for him around. And sadly, well, maybe because of his condition, I'm not sure he exactly knew what he was doing.
No.
But he made an attempt, they say, to cross the highway, which was quite some kilometers away from the home, and he was knocked down by a minivan, sadly. So that's details tragic. Of that story in very tragic indeed. What COVID-19 reveals about education inequality in Ghana. A Futu resident blocked road to protest use of senior high school as COVID-19 isolation center. Richard Kojanyako brought us details in our news. And then MPP Youth and Lejokuku kick against attempt to let Okoboy stand unopposed in primaries. So if you go down to the case counts, you realize we've got 378 confirmed cases, 6 deaths, 3 recovered. And the global picture, well, over 1 million, more than 1.5 million persons now recorded, have coronavirus. We've got 95,753 deaths, and those recovered, incredibly, 356,952. All right, there are other stories that you can watch in video on myjawline.com. Roland?
Yes, and well, that's where we have to take you to BBC. I thought, no, well, okay, BBC. It's Mama V's favorite, that's why. Mama V, you have some stories you share later, right? Or you haven't taken any notice yet? All right, so let's do the BBC. And it has on its main page the live update, especially from the Africa feed, where Uganda's president, 75, apparently wore a kaftan to demonstrate how exercises could be undertaken, and he was doing it in his presidential office. You know, African government. So Uganda's president, 75, makes exercise video. And,
just to motivate people to do it. It's harder when you're home, I guess, for people who don't.
Yeah. So we'll play the video for you. This is it.
How old is he again?
75.
All right, I'm going to be looking at him as a 75-year-old. Let's see if I'll be impressed. I haven't seen the video yet, so we're all watching it for the first time.
Let's click it again, and hopefully, I'm sure. Oh, media player could not be played, but appropriately. It also the feed also gives us. I think we'll be lucky this time. Yeah, that's him. Beautiful. That's right. Don't know why. No.
Okay.
And no. That's right. That's right.
You can do as many laps as you want. Stop count. That two. You can do as many laps as you want.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Oh, I'm impressed, Mr. President.
Yeah,
That's
I couldn't
impressive.
have done this. I'm telling you.
Well, you could do it. I mean, don't exaggerate.
Jesus Christ of Bethlehem.
Listen, I just feel it's just not the fact that he's doing it in his office. Just
I think
the
it's
whole
demonstrated.
concept.
Yes.
The fact that he does something and he's trying to tell you that you can also do something. That's impressive. I like it.
Yeah. I think one of the positions we have to give you in the immediate future is an ambassador designate. Be a diplomat. You're being very diplomatic on this subject. I don't know why.
No. Listen, I haven't been to the gym in a long while because
I think 2 weeks.
Because I like to do the gym not in the house. I mean, there's something about the home for me. Yeah. It's not like you want to sleep.
That's why working from home is not the same as in
for some people. From the office. So once I see that there's somebody making an effort, that's very encouraging. And I'm sure there are people like me. If it's not the gym, then they can't really exercise. So this tells you can do something.
Okay, so just like I had promised, I started my day with indoor exercise. Okay, let's move up. And he's wearing a kaftan. African president.
Oh, Roland.
Do wonderful things during coronavirus.
I beg.
We have another one. Okay, Zambian footballer stuck in India. Indian virus lockdown. Let's go up. You find him there. He's a Zambian footballer. But Africa top shots, minion-clad vendors, and Casablanca cats. Let's go up. And we'll go. Please come to the middle. Yeah, let's go. This one, is it a cartoon character? I think. Yeah, I bought this for my children. The minion. Yeah. One of your children will be excited about this. Do you know the cartoon character?
No,
the Minions?
No, I don't. Can we go down again?
Yeah, let's see. I'm sure you've seen it. Have you seen this cartoon character?
Yeah, but not my kid's favorite.
All right. When you have Man United supporters as parents, that's what happens. South Africa's mysterious coronavirus law That means still make, sort of. Let's go up. And it says that South Africa sees an unexpected slowdown in the daily rate of infections, according to Andrew Haddon, the correspondent of the BBC there. But it's also because there's a lockdown. They have it with the army all in the streets, etc. You have minor issues of some looting of liquor shops, etc. But all these updates all ready for you on the BBC. Can we go to the main page of the BBC and see whether we can get some update worldwide? Okay. This is the
Christians face Good Friday on virus lockdown.
And it's and it also gives you an NHS initiative, not a knee-jerk reaction, according to football. And yesterday, football authorities, they met using Zoom and WhatsApp conference calls just to make sure that they took some decisions for the game. And then New York has more virus cases than any country.
Yeah.
And it's all because, as we've been told by our population expert who came within the week, the population density in New York is very high. But what is also emerging is that if you see many of the cases in areas like Detroit, in Illinois, even though they have between 25 to about 15% of the black population, half of the fatalities or the cases recorded so far have been blacks. And this has generated debate in the black community and the academicians or intellectuals about the inequality that exists in their society. Also exists in Ghana as well. Oil producers agreed to cut production by 1/10. I'm sure this one, they're agreeing, is because they want to increase supply. Increase demand by reducing supply appropriately. 7 people stuck in a lift, then 1 coughs. Hey, there's this one. I don't know whether we can find this. There's this joke. I know it's skates. They were sitting in a trotro like, and somebody coughed, and everybody just got out of the trotro, sort of. I think it will be a South African comedy skit. All right, Mama V.
I guess we have time to do the CNN before we bring you sport. I guess the biggest story in sport really is the Premier League and the fact that they're getting some millions of pounds just to help cash flows. I mean, people are locked down, including footballers. There's been an agreement. Benedict will share details of that with us in sports. What are we doing? Equivalents of that in Ghana. How does that look like? I don't know. So. All right, let's do the CNN before we make way for sports. So here we go. China on knife edge between recovery and new virus wave. Also, virus victims' bodies could be buried on New York Island. There are some stories that you won't hear if you're watching the BBC and the CNN. There are local reports in those countries, in Europe, in America, in the UK and in the US, where people are dying, like poor people are dying in their homes, that you will probably not hear if you're watching the international media. Chinese government reveals draft list of animals which can be farmed for meats. So it's not all COVID related. Worries arise that relaxed restrictions will result in another outbreak of infections. What happens when lockdown lifts? When lockdowns lift, but pilots are out of practice. I guess it's a feature that, you know, if you're interested. I was COVID exposed and put in a camp. This is what I found. That's somebody's experience. People are luring grocery delivery services shoppers with big tips, then changing them to zero. Oh, that's curious. So that's how the page looks. People in India can see, which one is that? Is it Himalayas for first time in decades? Not sure what that is, but if you're curious, as I am, you might want to check it out. Scenes of family life in small town America blend reality with fiction. Okay, all right. So these are some featured stories on the page. No job, no way home. Chinese workers in the US are being left in limbo. Okay. Okay. I mean,
today
We're
is
supposed
not.
to be happy, Roland.
Yeah, it's not a normal Good Friday,
like
you know.
Everything is like
Charlie,
awkward.
the way now at time the Easter. Oh, I mean now.
I wasn't supposed to be on the show today, people. I had booked the holiday. Aww. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We want you to tell us, like, everything has changed. We didn't think we'll be here today. So, what are you doing this Easter? This is Good Friday with your family. It's not really a holiday. It doesn't feel like a holiday because you've probably been holidaying for the past 2 weeks. So this is no special day, but it is indeed because it's a holiday. It's a Good Friday. We're looking forward to Sunday. So tell us what you're doing with the family. Anything you're doing with the family, anything different from what you've been doing. And I have a suggestion. If you haven't made pancakes before, and it's always dry bread and margarine or bread and jam, do some pancakes. Or do something else, something, you know?
What do they use in making?
And if you eat separately, our producer says cook watch at home. No, don't cook watch at home. If you've been eating separately, please, can you, just for breakfast and lunch, can you do it as a family?
Not observe social distancing.
Like together, Master, you're home. Tell me what you do when you get home. Let's not even start. But I'm just saying, can you do something different with the family? We want you to really do it. So send us pictures.
Yeah.
Anything that you're doing with your family today. Maybe you're doing an online service or you're doing like a quiet time with your family. We want to be in your home. So send us pictures on our WhatsApp number.
And I wanted to say, Mama, one thing I've learnt, and I think we have to carry on after the lockdown or coronavirus, is going to church at home. So now I will have every excuse to do online church service.
I knew you'd say that. But do you concentrate 100% when you're doing the home service?
We're taking a break.